How's it going, everybody? Jack Black as Steve here. So, of course, yes, once again we're talking about some weird schism happening within the art community, largely because, well, it's caught my interest, and I feel like talking about it because it has a lot of flaccid takes that at least has some resonance with some things that I've at least kind of covered and talked about on this channel before, so, you know, it at least is semi-on topic for my channel. And that is, of course, the schism surrounding the YouTuber that goes by the name of OwONekko, which, as of recording right now, has 330,000 subscribers. I swear it was at like 335,000 subscribers when I did my live stream on her, so yeah, take that for what you will. Now, of course, who is OwONekko? What is she known for? Well, I'm gonna be shortening her name down to Nekko for the rest of this video, just for the sake of brevity. But, like, what is she known for? Well, she's a fairly decent, she's actually very good at artwork, and she mainly does redesign content whenever it comes to her YouTube content. And overall, it's actually not that bad. In fact, it's the main reason why I was even subscribed to her for a short amount of time, up until I found out about the schism. It hit my doorstep, and I unsubscribed to her live after apparently forgetting that I was even subscribed to her in the first place. But of course, what ultimately started this entire schism is none other than this particular video titled Nekko's AI Playlist for Enlightened Artists, in which you can just see with the like to dislike ratio that it is, yeah, it was very well received. In fact, it was so well received, in fact, that the comments are currently turned off. However, one particular comment ended up apparently striking the ire of Nekko, and we'll be getting into that comment when it's actually showed off here. But, well, there's a couple things that are at least known about the content creator that she is responding to within this 30-minute long yap session that she ended up uploading in response to this one comment. The comment comes from a YouTube channel that has, like, about 1 million or so subscribers, at least allegedly. I can't even be certain, because since the comments are turned off, we can't even check who the person was. And on top of that, too, this person who commented, it goes by he and they pronouns. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when we actually get into some of the other things that Nekko is at least known for here. But of course, let us get started with her weird yap session video. Thankfully, we don't have to go through all 30 minutes of it, because only about, like, maybe the first 5 or 6 minutes are actually anything coherent, while the rest of it is just a bunch of personal shit that makes you wonder to yourself, ma'am, this is a fucking Wendy's. So without any further ado, let's just dive right in.
Just a warning, this video is not gonna be funny at all. I'm dead ass serious. So if that's not the vibe you want today, check out some of my other videos, sis. I got you. But I'm passionate about what I'm gonna be talking about, because it drives me up a fucking wall when people try to police me or any artist over some moral high ground bullshit.
I feel like the artist in question isn't really trying to police you, it's just pointing out that straight up uploading a playlist, and also monetizing it, mind you. I forgot to mention that the music playlist video is fully monetized, which is something that you have to manually apply onto your videos, otherwise it's just demonetized by default. You have to, like, purposefully set it to make money. You're making money off of stolen content. But of course, you know, you don't care because you think that you're better than everybody else, which is the air that I'm currently getting from this video.
A big YouTuber with 1 million subs who will not be named. I'm gonna call them Booninu for this video. Booninu left a response on my video.
So I want you guys to keep in mind that this is the comment that elicited a fucking 30-minute response. This is the comment in question. With peace and love, using generative AI to create music is just as harmful to artists as using it to create illustrations. Which is something that, honestly, I agree with. Like, it's just harming a different kind of artist in this case. Instead of harming visual artists, it's harming, well, musicians and whatnot. And I have a few friends who do in fact make music that are, well, obviously rightfully pissed off at her. For what should be just fucking obvious reasons. But I just have to mention this, that this is the comment that apparently set her ablaze, led her to make a 30-minute long yap session. This is what led to her basically having the divine fury of 1,000 suns, apparently. Literally one of the most respectful comments that probably existed underneath that video. I can only imagine her response to this video is probably akin to wanting me publicly executed already.
One of the first people to comment on it, actually. So, With peace and love, I would like to make a response to their comment. It's about time I brought up the subject in the art space and share my view on AI art. And long story short, I don't think artists should be afraid of AI art at all. In fact, the only reason I think people are afraid of it is because maybe they don't know how to feel about it.
Actually, no, it's not that people are afraid of it, it's that people don't like it at all. It's not fear, it's like disdain, because it's literally been confirmed that these AI programs that create artwork and music and whatnot literally sample bits and pieces of like art or music, depending on what kind of bot it is, in order to train the AI off of it in order to try and create anything coherent. That's how it always works. It effectively is stealing people's content in order to train a robot to try and replicate said content. Like, this has been confirmed, and that's why people fucking hate it. And it doesn't change just because it makes music. Like, it's still just as harmful. It's just harming a different kind of artist that apparently, I guess, you just don't care about?
Fear of the unknown. And they look to big creators like Booninu and other top YouTubers to be able to tell them how they feel about it. And I personally don't think people should use their influence to just tell people what's right or what's wrong.
This is something that, oddly enough, this is like one of the things that, oddly enough, I haven't seen that many people who are covering this actually bring up, but like the absolute utter hypocrisy of her literally stating, I don't think people should be able to use their large audience in order to, like, try and sway people's side. Like, this is a comment that probably isn't even going to be seen by most of this particular person's audience, and it won't be seen anymore by their audience because you hid all the fucking comments, mind you. But, like, the absolute hypocrisy of you stating that while also using your own platform in order to basically state, yeah, AI is perfectly fine, you don't need to be scared of it, you don't need to be scared of it literally stealing your work, no, don't worry about it. I'm surprised that nobody else has picked up on that.
Especially on AI and the usage of it as artists. I think as a bigger artist that you should be able to see objectively and educate yourself so you can be able to make your audience aware of these things.
Well, what do you know? That's exactly what he did within that comment, despite the fact that, like once again, probably very little of this person's audience saw this comment in the first place. Like, I just... Do I even have to explain? Do I even have to try and, like, get into the many different reasons as to why this reasoning is just absolutely fucking stupid? Like, the objective fact here is that both of these programs, whether it's art, whether it's illustrations or music, they both steal from artists.
And not just brand all AI usage as bad and morally wrong to use. It's a choice that you let people decide for themselves after educating them the pros and the cons of it. AI is here now. It exists, and it exists as a tool, as a guide, as a placeholder, and yes, people can profit off of it, either in innovative or scummy ways.
Well, I don't think there's really much innovation that you can get off of literally, you know, using a program that steals other people's work in order to try and create something coherent. Like, I don't think that's really innovative. That is just straight up scummy. It can only be used in, like, scummy ways at this point. And you yourself are using it in a scummy way, considering that, once again, you monetize the video. You're making money off of that video. You fucking dingus.
People are gonna use it for different things, good or bad. You can be wary of it and choose to avoid it, or you can embrace it. You, as a person who's just sitting in a room with your friends, making tracks with lyrics, doesn't make you the equivalent to a person who uses unauthorized AI to make a fully profited album that they claim that they created themselves.
Alright, well, as my friend Warren said in the same exact stream in which I first reacted to this, I feel like I should just mention that this is like an apples to bricks fucking comparison. Like, this is just a terrible fucking equivalency. So, I don't even understand what it is you're even trying to say here. Like, what, are you saying that, like, you know, kids who, like, get together to create, like, you know, subpar music are apparently, like, you know, worse than, like, generative AI stealing probably from those same exact kids in order to try and create shitty music? Like, I don't really know what the point here is. Like, this is just a pointless fucking argument here. What is this fucking comparison? Why did you include it? Like, it just doesn't even make any sense no matter what fucking angle I look at it. It's like a fucking tesseract. There's just no understanding it.
Y'all are two different people, two different contexts, two different situations.
Well, one of them isn't even a fucking person. One of them is a fucking computer that is stealing from the person. But then again, I guess we're dealing with someone that apparently doesn't seem to fucking realize that.
And with two different intentions. And in this context, me sharing my silly AI music playlist featuring songs about poop and monkeys and heavy usage of alcohol is not harming anyone. Actually, let me tell you what I was doing when I made these songs. I had been in one of my moods one night when me and Pink stumbled across the OwONekko's video. And if y'all don't know who Oni is, he's another individual artist here on YouTube. And he has this video up of them playing around with the AI called Suno.
Okay, well, there's quite a lot to unpack here. First things first, about the harmful aspect. Once again, I have to mention that yes, it is in fact still harmful. Like, it is in fact harmful, especially considering the fact that, and this will go into my second point here, the second point here is that, once again, this is a dumb fucking comparison, because Oni plays, at least from what I've seen, the primary source of the entertainment value of those videos is mainly, well, Oni plays and, like, you know, himself, creating these things and laughing at the results. It is mostly his commentary over what is happening, and that is what makes it his. That is what makes it mostly his, and therefore he completely owns the rights to it and can freely monetize it however he wants. It's kind of similar to the video that I made like 2 years ago, back when AI illustration was still relatively new, and it was unbelievably fucking buggy, and nobody knew exactly how it functioned back then, mind you, but there was a primitive artwork AI bot, and we were laughing at the results from that for about, like, a couple hours or so, and that got turned into a video about, like, 2 years ago. I still look back at that video and think that it's pretty funny, but of course, knowing how AI illustration works now, obviously, you know, I probably wouldn't do it again, for obvious reasons. But again, the primary entertainment value isn't from the artwork itself, it is from the commentary that that the artwork itself elicits, and just assume that I'm putting artwork in massive quotation marks, I should say. But, like, what I'm basically stating right here is that there's a difference between those videos and your AI playlist, because the primary entertainment value is the music in the playlist, nothing of your own actual creation other than typing down words into a fucking machine. Like, you're making money off of stuff that isn't yours, basically.
But it was so funny, and we had so much fun with it. And I listened to those AI songs while I draw. And a few days ago, I thought I'd share it with the world. When we made these songs, we were thinking in the moment of fun and memories we could share together. Of course, there's always gonna be people who use it for bad purposes. There's always gonna,
you know, kind of like you deciding to make money off of the AI playlist. I would consider that to be a bad purpose of using AI, but obviously you wouldn't because, well, you think that you're better than everybody else.
Be someone stealing art, tracing, and making AI art while passing it off as their own. There are gonna be bad people everywhere you go. My stance on AI is that you can use it. You can use it for fun, you can use it for placeholders, references even. It's another tool that you can use to spark your own creativity. And
oh my fucking god, this is so unbelievably dangerous, you have absolutely no fucking idea. No, you cannot use AI for any of these fucking purposes. For placeholders, definitely not. There are better ways to actually, like, just put in placeholders, you fucking moron. On top of that too, as inspirations, I guess you can use them for inspirations, but then again, at that point, why not just look up reference images and shit like that? Why not just do that instead of consulting a fucking computer? Like, it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Hell, if you're looking for pose inspirations, fucking do the poses yourself. I don't give a shit. Like, this is just so fucking stupid. And, of course, if your main argument here is going to be just because it's entertainment value, then I have to ask, have you looked into the mirror lately and evaluated your priorities? Because if your main priorities are entertainment over the sanctity of people's fucking ownership over what they have, then I'm sorry, but I have lost any amount of respect that I could have possibly had left remaining for you.
Trust, me using AI for random little shit isn't gonna stop me from being the creative artist that I'm striving to be. And it shouldn't stop you either. I'm always gonna have a passion for creating things from my own brain.
Yet apparently you decided to lapse on that one by creating the AI playlist. And once again, nothing within that playlist is of your own creativity from your own mind. It is from a fucking computer that is sampling shit from other fucking music artists that apparently you're perfectly fine with fucking over. Holy shit.
That I'm proud of and that I came up with by myself. And if I use AI for anything, I say it. Shit, I'll say it right in the title.
It doesn't matter whether or not you state that it's AI. That is literally just the fucking bare minimum of admitting that you decide to use AI within whatever it is that you're creating. Wow, congratulations. You're celebrating the fact that you're willing to do the bare fucking minimum. Wow, do you want a fucking cookie? Do you want a lollipop? Huh? Do you want a fucking, like, do you want jingling keys?
Shit, I'll credit it every time. Shit, I'll tell you which parts are AI. But that doesn't change who I am or what I stand for. And if I came up with it myself, I show that shit off. AI is not gonna stop me from being who I am. I'm still open and honest and as authentic as I can be.
Well, it seems that you at least have that part correct. And it's to an absolute fault, because you're basically stating it's perfectly fine to use AI as long as it's, you know, for the lulz, I guess. You can make money off of shit that isn't yours, apparently, which is something that you failed to even bring up within this entire fucking video.
And AI isn't gonna stop any of you from being an artist or musician. AI is neutral. It's up to the person who wields it. And if there is a definitive moral line, I would like to illustrate for everyone here what mine is. And I don't want y'all to be afraid of AI art thieves. Of course, try not to get scammed, but say if they steal my art and use it to train an AI program, what am I gonna do? There is nothing I can do about that. Some things are outside of your control. The only thing I can do about that is continue to be the best artist I can be.
I mean, well, yes, that is in fact a solid point. This is, once again, just an excuse as to why you're just willing to go like, well, I can't do anything against AI, so I'm just gonna suck its fucking dick, I guess. Holy Christ. Do I even have to explain why that's just dumb?
Somebody can put my art in an AI program now, and I'll use that bitch as a reference. Surely will. AI is not gonna be able to keep up with you anyway. They can't take my humor, my humanity, my brain, how I connect with things. If you are a growing artist, AI should not be able to keep up with you. People aren't afraid AI is gonna take over. They're afraid that they're gonna become obsolete.
What the fuck does that even mean? I'm sorry, but like, that just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't that just effectively mean the exact same thing? Like, maybe I'm just tweaking here. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but doesn't that effectively just mean the exact same fucking thing? But anyways, that's effectively where any genuine arguments kind of end from there, and the rest of it is just, well, a bunch of nonsense. But, of course, this is not where it all ends. In fact, it was from here that it basically kind of began, because she apparently has decided to, well, make an entire fucking community post response here, but I will briefly explain the context here behind it. Effectively, throughout, like, for, like, the next week or so after she uploaded that particular response video, she proceeded to, within tweets and community posts, refer to the larger artists that critiqued her using she and her pronouns. Like I mentioned before, the content creator in question goes by he and they, and I'm going to quickly read to you the excuse that she apparently has for deciding to constantly, purposefully, mind you, misgender him. How do I know it's purposeful? Well, it's because she reacted with soy jacks and decided to hide all the tweets that constantly corrected her. So, yeah, to put it very simply, she's a fucking transphobe, but here she is apparently going to try and justify why she isn't one right here. Let's get into this one. I did not name the person who left the comment because I don't like the drama. Nobody knows who this person is unless no one knows who this person is, and unless the person comes out and says, hey, it's me, then it'll stay that way. The transphobia claims come from a post where I use she and her pronouns when referring to them. I don't know their gender, and honestly, I'm confused on how misgendering someone who I left anonymous equals transphobia. Frankly, I don't think it matters since I never told anyone who it was. I'm sorry, but like, keeping somebody anonymous isn't really an excuse to suddenly switch up the pronouns on somebody. Usually, if I'm deciding to keep somebody anonymous, I end up defaulting to they and them, which is like the safest fucking option. But no, you purposefully decided to go with she and her to refer to somebody that you obviously knew the fucking pronouns of, obviously. You're just so fucking stupid. I have absolutely no idea what else to say. But I feel like there's just one other part of this community post I feel like pointing out that's extremely funny, and that is, of course, her excuse for why she turned off the comments. I turned off the comments on my AI video to give y'all a chance to think for yourselves and how you feel about it without a stray comment throwing your own opinion off. And also, another thing I should mention here is, of course, well, the problem I had with this one small comment was that the creator used their big platform, thereby bringing their audience with them to police and shame me when they could have used an alt. Do you not know how YouTube notifications work? Like, hang on, when did you join YouTube? I have to check. When the fuck did you join YouTube? You joined YouTube in 2007. You are an OG on YouTube. You've been on YouTube for longer than I have, and you still don't know how YouTube notifications work? Never once when I'm subscribed to a person have I ever seen a notification pop up stating, hey, this person commented on a video, go ahead and check it out. There's never been that kind of moment. You are just making up fucking excuses as to why you're mad at somebody. I guarantee you probably a fraction of a percent of this person's fan base even saw this comment. You're just making up excuses as to why you flew off the fucking handle and decided to make a 30-minute yap sesh against one person while also proceeding to fucking misgender them for a week after. And your excuse for why you turned off the comments on your AI video is just genuinely fucking stupid. And of course, you turned off your comments on both of those videos. I can only assume that the comments are now going to migrate to your third most recent video now. And then you're going to have to turn the comments off there until all the comments on every single one of your videos are shut off. And you basically display that you, again, don't try, just stop making excuses, just admit it. I can't handle criticism. How hard is that to say? But I just feel like pointing out some of the comments here to just kind of give some things out here. You should have left a VOD up so that way people could actually have context. Do you know the parts in your 3-hour-long rant where you said concept artists aren't important, that the roles AI could replace don't deserve payment, or even the parts where you say ethics don't matter as long as you're having fun? A wildly dangerous concept surrounding generative images, considering many use awful things like real. Oh my god. Yeah, again, the stream in question is completely gone. Her excuse is that apparently it got taken down, which is highly debatable, let's be honest. I guarantee you she probably just took it down because of her unhinged rants, I'm assuming. But, of course you would think that it would end right there, right? Well, again, no. No, it does not. In fact, she ended up making an entire live stream where she not only decided to insult her fans by drawing them as soy jacks, whenever they actually decide to give her even the mildest of criticisms, which I'll play a specific clip of just how well she handles criticism right here and right now.
The person that I am, we are gonna be doing something that I want to do today. And all I want to do today is turn the comments into characters. That's it. That's all I want to do. Someone said, dog, I'm scared. Look, maybe if you didn't comment that, then you wouldn't be this sad right now. Look.
But on top of that, too, she also decided to create this particular thumbnail, which is, of course, in response to, well, somebody else who decided to make a video on OwONekko's AI usage, in which, well, her excuse as to why she decided to paint the other side as racist is apparently because, well, the quote that Nekko is stating within the thumbnail of the original video is apparently something that she didn't explicitly state, so that means it's perfectly fine for her to paint the other side as a racist person.
Oh, for the people who are new here, for the people who are new and don't understand this beautiful art, this social commentary, right next to the Mona Lisa, okay. This is her thumbnail. That's me saying something I didn't say. Intentionally lying. I said AI is neutral.
I just, do I even have to explain why that's fucking stupid? On the off chance that, you know, Nekko ends up coming across this video, I have run this channel on the basis of equal opportunity, to put it very simply. I don't care what your race, ethnicity, fucking gender identity, goddamn, you know, creed, nationality, fucking side of the political aisle. Hell, you could be an alien from the fucking Andromeda Galaxy, but if you have a flaccid take, I'm going to call you out for it. It doesn't matter who the hell you are. And that's how I've always run this channel, and that's how I will always run this channel. And the thing is that, well, you just so happen to end up within my crosshairs of dumb motherfuckers that apparently can't seem to handle criticism. And the fact that you can't handle criticism, well, even further bolsters my point that I should just relentlessly bash into you because very clearly you do not take very kindly to it. But anyways, I guess now that I've made this video, I guess I have to now wait for, you know, Nekko to decide to apparently paint me as racist now, so I can't wait to see that shit. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server down below if you feel like doing so, and go ahead and become a channel member if you truly want to. I still have no idea what I'm actually going to be doing with it yet. I'll just wait until I actually at least get a channel member or something like that, because I don't feel like just, like, doing shit, but it'll probably just mainly be early access to videos or something like that. I have no idea. But yeah, anyways, guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.